Well, after the landmark agreements between Iran and the West in Vienna last week, the hard work now begins. US Secretary of State John Kerry led the group of senior officials who briefed Congress on the details of that deal on Wednesday, trying to bring hostile lawmakers on side. But they've got their work cut out for them, as Republicans and pro-Israeli lobby groups have vowed to do everything they can to scupper the deal. Here's Sanam Shantier.
The gloves are off in the US over a nuclear deal between Iran and the world powers. And the standoff isn't just rolling in on the streets. The most influential pro-Israel lobby group AIPAC is waging an aggressive campaign to convince US lawmakers that they should reject the accord. On the other side, liberal camps like J Street are urging supporters to persuade Congress to support the landmark deal.
It's good for America, good for Israel.
Joining them in their campaign with this advert, NAAC Action, the sister organization of the National Iranian American Council. According to a recent poll, a majority of Americans support the pact. But for now, the US Secretary of State John Kerry, who led the negotiations with Tehran, has a tough job selling the Iran nuclear deal.
We are convinced that the agreement that we have arrived at with world powers is an agreement that will prevent Iran from the potential of securing a nuclear weapon. It will make the region, our friends and allies, safer. It will make the world safer.
The longer this deal is reviewed by the American people and they learn details, I think the American people are going to weigh in and Congress is going to reflect their opinion and that we're going to kill this deal.
The nuclear accord was unanimously endorsed by the United Nations Security Council on Monday. And while it doesn't need congressional approval to take effect, Republicans are expected to try and sync it with legislation that would block Barack Obama from lifting sanctions.